Good morning, good morning, good morning, beautiful, blessed people of God. Happy Monday to each and every one of you. It's also Kobe Day, so happy Kobe Day to everyone. I hope and I pray that all is well in your hearts, in your minds, in your bodies, in your spirits, in your souls on today. Today is a good day, right? Any day that we wake up and that we are feeling pretty good, it is indeed claimed a good day. So I thank God for the sunshine that not only shines in the external, but the one that shines internally. Today is a very significant day for me. It's not just Kobe Day, but it is a very significant day for me. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful that my heart is well on this morning, that my mood is well, my mental health, my emotional health is well. It's supported on today. And for that, I am grateful. I say good morning to all of my streaming platforms. I still said I wanted to get this up on TikTok and have yet to do so. There's just so much going on in my world. And as much as I would love to be great and scale and do all of these grand things, sometimes simplicity just is what I can handle at this moment. But as soon as my capacity expands, then of course I would love to welcome TikTok to the group. But for now, I say good morning to all those who are tuning in on my Instagram channel, Shaniqua Inspires, those who are watching from my Facebook page, and of course, my beautiful blessings that come in on YouTube. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I love it. I love it. Happy Kobe Day, Carol. Blessings to you. Happy Kobe Day. Good morning to you, Leslie. Thank you, Queens, for stopping in this morning. But again, my heart and my mind feel pretty good on today, and for that, I am grateful. Um, We've got beautiful weather. The sun is out. We had some rain over the weekend, but for the most part, I think today is going to be pretty good. Let me double check that. I do have to go out, but it doesn't matter if it rains or not. It's going to get up to about 80 degrees today, which is, not bad considering, but I'm wondering if the warm weather has fleed. It's parted ways with us. That it's done with us. I don't know. It seems like it just might be. It may be done with us, but we'll keep a hopeful spirit. But I do say good morning to you all. I hope your day is starting out well. My day is actually starting out well. I woke up before the alarm clock. That's because I thought I had turned the alarm clock off. And I was afraid that I was oversleeping, but I wasn't oversleeping. I was well before the alarm clock and it was on, and I was just early. I was early for it. And so I did take advantage of that. As I had mentioned prior, I am knee deep into a project. And so this morning I got up and I got started with that project. I went to bed late last night because I was working on that project. When you're in the zone, you're in the zone. And so I'm grateful for that. Today, okay, so let me backtrack. Let me backtrack because I've got so many thoughts in my head that I want to share, but I feel like I'm scrambling all over the place. So, Lord, I ask that you will make it make sense as you always do. So, today is Kobe Day. Today is 8/24. Yesterday was actually Kobe Bryant's birthday. But 8/24 is deemed Kobe Day because that's the combination of his numbers, 24. And he started out at 8. And so that's why when I say Happy Kobe Day, that's what I am referencing to. But today also has a very, very significant reference. But before I get into that, so yesterday was Kobe Bryant's birthday, and my son and I, my oldest son and I, we went to the gym on yesterday. We're kind of getting into the rhythm of going to the gym on Sunday. Sunday's a good day for us, so we went to the gym on yesterday, and so he challenged me to do this workout. We were just kind of playing around with it being Kobe Bryant's birthday, and he challenged me to do this workout. And part of Kobe Bryant's pull, his draw, is his craftsmanship, right? It's what he brought to the game of basketball. And part of that was the mentality, which is known as the Mamba mentality. It's this fearless perseverance, this pushing through against all odds. And honestly, I think we need to highlight that mentality so much more than we actually do, because there are many things, there are many challenges that we face, but there are many goals that we create. There are many opportunities that lie ahead of us. Um, and we need to have the mentality, we have to have the mindset to persevere through it, to get to it, to reach the goal. And in the gym, I can honestly say that I have grown happy, satisfied, content with the weight that the scale tends to say whenever I get on it. Um, I've just grown accustomed to it. I'm just like, it is what it is, and so let it be so, right? So I don't even stress myself out about it. A lot of people, when they are, trying to get a certain shape, um when they're trying to lose weight or reach certain health and wellness goals, the scale becomes their judge and juror. So you only can applaud if there is some release on the scale. And so I've just stopped putting that pressure on myself. Like, I don't want it. I don't want to pressure myself into doing things. I want to do it because it's the right thing to do. They always say, like, would you do the right thing even if nobody was watching? So if your boss wasn't on the job, would you still do what it is that you are assigned to do that day, even when nobody's watching? If nobody's hovering over you and watching your laptop and watching you do your work, would you get the project, the goal that you set out, accomplished? And so that mentality just says that we push. So, like, even if nobody's watching, even if there is no applause, even if you don't see the immediate results, could you continue to stick with the goal? Right? So if you have a goal in mind, but you keep coming across setbacks and um, obstacles and trials and tribulations, would you still persevere? Would you still push to get there? Even when you're, and yes, and thank you for that, Carol. Oftentimes we do give it a resounding yes. Yes, I will get there. Boyz II Men actually has a song entitled I Will Get There, and I love that song. Somehow I will get there, right? So we persevere, we have this fortitude to us. But truth remains, when you have been trying to reach a goal and that door seems to be shut, right? Your spirit gets weary. And I found the scripture that I had been looking for last week. I was referencing it, and for the life of me, I couldn't recall the scripture, but it is Proverbs. It's in Proverbs 13. I want to say it's 12. It's about hope deferred. When you have set out a goal, maybe the goal is to climb the corporate ladder. Maybe the goal is to lose a certain amount of weight. Maybe the goal is to buy a house. Goals, right? Whatever the goal is, you set this goal, but obstacles after obstacles after obstacles come up, right? Obstacles come up. All right, I'll use that as an example. Carol says she walks every day, even if she doesn't talk about it. She walks every day. So if you have a health and wellness goal of walking every day, getting in that 10K steps, grinding, what about when it rains? What about if you wake up and you've got some foot pain or some knee pain? What about if your alarm clock didn't go off and you're running late, right? People experience different challenges, and those challenges make the heart feel weighty, right? You've been trying to save up for a house, and every time it seems like you get closer, they either want paperwork that you don't have, um, or something else comes up, and you have to use the money towards something else, and you just keep seeming to slip further and further away from your goal. So when your hope appears deferred, can you still hang on to the ultimate goal? And to me, that is classic of a Mamba mentality. That is classic of that fierce persistence that says, okay, it rained today. I can't go on my walk today, but tomorrow I'm back on it. Or you work around it, you throw a hoodie on, you carry an umbrella, and you're like, no matter what. And there used to be an older lady that lived near my mom. I guess she had some health challenges, and part of her recovery was getting out and walking. And when I tell you, old girl was out there walking every day, she was out there walking every day. It didn't matter if it snowed, it didn't matter if it was raining, it didn't matter if it was 100 degrees out. Like, old girl was still out there doing the darn thing, because at some point, what it is that you hope for, at some point, what it is that you want, at some point, what it is that you desire has to take the precedent. It has to be bigger, bolder, louder than any obstacle, any setback, any deterrent, any stumbling block. You have to be able to say, my goal matters. And I am at the listen, right? Like, by any means necessary. When it's what you want, you have to go at it by all means. And if one route doesn't work, then you need to find another route. If the pathway one way gets too rocky, well, then you need to find a different direction. That to me is a classic example of a Mamba mentality. You have these health and wellness goals. Okay, that diet didn't work. Well, why didn't the diet work? Well, I didn't see the scale moving. Okay, so you stop. I was laughing. I was talking to you all. I think it was last week or maybe the week before last. I was talking to you all about, no, I think it was probably last week, that I've been going to the gym. Now, mind you, I haven't been going to the gym that much. It sounds like I've been going to the gym all summer. Nah, your girl just started back going to the gym, right? She just started back going to the gym. But I feel the difference. And some people will say, well, you can't feel the difference in the gym within one day. Who says? Who says? Who says one day can't make a difference? But the only way one day can make a difference is when you add another day and then add another day and then add another day. Right? Carol says she gets up and walk even if she don't feel like it. Right? She gets up even if she's not going to highlight it. She still gets up and she does her walk. Why? Because health and wellness becomes the ultimate goal. So what is your ultimate goal? What is it? How is it that you would like your life to look? What do you feel could be an enhancement to your life right now? Yes, you're happy. Yes, you're content. Yes, you are satisfied with where you are now. But could you add something to it? So we're at the gym yesterday, and my oldest son's challenging me. And I have to keep reminding him that I'm 20 plus years older than him. I'm like, sir, okay. She just got a little bit more life experiences attached onto her. But I love the motivation nonetheless. And he pushed me to do things in the gym that I had never done. And boy, oh boy, did it hurt. Boy, oh boy, was I tired. Yes, yes, and more yeses, but I got it done. And it wasn't to honor a man that I've never, ever even met. It was about awakening something inside of me. And from that awakening, I realized that I have a thirst for my health and well being goals. And so my son and I were, we were talking, and he was like, you're doing good, right? He's like, you're doing good. And he was like, you look good. My boy must want his mama to get in that kitchen and cook him some dinner, because my boy said that his mother could pass for 38. I was like, okay, we will take that. We thank him for his acts of kindness. But age, honestly, is just a number. It's based on how you feel. It's based on where you're at. But he suggested, he is like, Mom, he is like, I know you're content with how you are, right? And you don't want the pressure of having to achieve. But he was like, if you lost at least like 10 pounds, he was like, I promise you, you're going to feel 100% better. And I was like, and so of course the excuses started. Well, with this perimenopause and the hormones, I'm contending with a lot of stuff that I had not been contending with before. But then I had to remind myself, you've always been contending with something. I was contending with the fibroids for years. I was contending with the hernia for years. There's always been stuff I've been contending with. Um, I've been contending with a lot. I've been contending with a lot for years, but still have managed. And I think sometimes we just don't want to put that pressure on ourselves. And I get that. But we understand greatness is birthed through pressure. That's what set Kobe Bryant apart from the rest of his colleagues. Like I think there was a story, and I forget who this story was with, but there was a story where Kobe and one of his, I'm going to say teammates, but I don't remember who it was, could have just been one of his, his colleagues in the basketball league. I don't know if it was somebody who was specifically on the Lakers with him. But anyhow, part of the story is um, he was like encouraging his colleagues, and he was like, okay, we're going to get in this gym and we're going to do this workout, because the usual, so let's just say, for example, the usual gym training starts at 6 a.m. So Kobe's like, yo, we gotta be the first ones here. So if everybody else is slated and scheduled to show up at 6 a.m., we gotta lock in. We gotta be in here. We gotta show that we want this, that we're dedicated to this. We're committed to this. And so he was like, we're gonna get to the gym earlier than that. So the colleague is like, bet. I'm gonna get there early. Everybody's gonna get there at 6. I'm gonna get there early. So the colleague gets there at 5 in the morning. And I'm just pulling the numbers. I don't know remember the exact story, but this is like an example of it. So the colleague shows up at 5. Kobe's already there. He's already there. So here the colleague thinks, oh, I'm getting there early. I'm going to beat everybody there. And he shows up at 5 and Kobe's already there. And he's like, man, Kobe, what time did you get there? Kobe been there since 3. Kobe been there since 4. It's not that he's trying to be better than anyone on his team. He just constantly challenged himself to be the best version of him. And that's the part I think we forget. Because we live in a world where people are always judging us and critiquing us, our safety mechanism, and I'm speaking for me, my safety mechanism is to say, forget everybody. Shaniqua gets to live in her la la world where scales don't matter, and she doesn't want anyone judging her, so she's not gonna participate in your circus acts, she's not gonna join your competitions because she just doesn't want the pressure. But at what point do you press yourself? I put cushions up, I put, safety rails up, and I'm like, no, we got to keep little Shaniqua safe. Don't push her, don't stress her out, don't make her perform. But at what point do you hold yourself at a higher accountability and say, yo, you've been talking about this goal for the past 6 years. For the past 10 years, you've been talking about this goal and you've yet to move any further. What's the deal? So when do you click into that Mamba mentality and say, yo, I'm going after it? I'm going after it. And it doesn't matter how long it takes. So, yes, I agreed with the challenge to lose 10 pounds. Honestly, in my mind, I'm like, I don't know how on earth I'm going to lose 10 pounds. I have no clue because I already feel like I don't eat much. I'm already going to the gym 3 days a week. And I've done the walking before. You guys know that I was hitting 10K steps every day. At least 5 to 6 days a week I was hitting 10K steps. I was dedicated to it. I was locked in. But I didn't see the results. And I didn't stop because I didn't see the results. Recovery came in. Surgery came in. Then the healing process had to kick in. Then recovery had to kick in. So there was always something that was a prettier, sexier excuse. Just because you don't see the scale moving, is that a reason to stop? Just because you haven't reached the goal yet, is that enough reason to stop? And honestly, I looked in the mirror this morning. I got on the scale last night. I was 161.2. Now, mind you, I took the weight less in the nighttime. So I had already, well, I didn't really eat that much yesterday, but I had already eaten, I had already drunk, went to the gym, all of that. I took it at night because I just wanted to know. Now, ideally, this morning would probably be a better baseline for me, but give or take, it's probably going to say again 160, where it's always at. I've got my baseline. And now I get to try. I get to try again. I get to try again. So I was looking in the mirror this morning, and I noticed yesterday that my stomach was a little puffy yesterday. But I also had mushroom coffee yesterday. So, they say what they want to say about the mushroom coffee, but I'm noticing something about when I do drink that. I'm noticing something about what it does to my body. And so once I notice that, I have to make the decision of, okay, I'm done with this, right? But oftentimes we don't. Oftentimes we don't. But so I noticed yesterday my stomach was a little puffy. But this morning when I got up and I looked in the mirror, my my body, my sides are curving in. So the shape is forming. But from the front or from the side, it's like, no, the stomach is still there, but the sides are shaping. So even though the ultimate goal is not manifesting in the visual, something's happening. So what I say to you this morning, and mainly I'm speaking to myself, don't give up because of what you don't see. Because there is something that is working on the inside that you're not able to see, but it's just as beneficial. And to me, that is that Mamba mentality. It's not trying to be better than someone else, it's about pushing yourself. Because I am so gentle with me because, I treat me the way I want the world to treat me. And so I am very gentle with me. I wear kid gloves. I'm like, woo, woo, woo. You want the cookies? Eat the cookies, mama. You want to sleep in? Sleep in, boo boo. Let me make it quiet for you so you can rest, so nobody disturbs you. Like, I am the first one to run to my defense and to make the situation perfect for me. But the same way I would protect my rest should be the same way I protect my work. The way you don't play about your nap times and your bedtime is the same way you should show up and protect your work time, your grind time, your goal accomplishing time. That is the same energy. So, in this season, these past few weeks, I'm safeguarding my work. I'm dedicated to my work. I'm committed to reaching the goals. Do I have a deadline? Yes. Am I pressed for that deadline? Absolutely not. But I am just as committed to my work, my goals, as I am in protecting my peace, my sanity, my mental capacity, all of it. So, where's your focus? Where's your focus? I've got a few goals. I got a lot of goals. I mean, I'll say a few. I got a lot of goals. But today, I'm focused on today. I went to the gym yesterday. Am I going to the gym today? I hope so. I hope so. I'm up, I'm ready, right? I do need to pull this hair back, but this morning because the hair I sleep with the hair pulled back, but this morning I decided to let the hair down. I needed to hydrate it, kind of waking up the curls a little bit more. But because I want to reach my goal of losing 10 pounds and still maintaining my protein intake, because that's my biggest concern, is getting a higher amount of protein into my diet. And my oldest son is trying to convince me to go back to eating meat. Well, he's not trying to convince me. He's just saying that it might be a good idea. So I got to talk to the Lord. Because every time I think about eating meat, I'm like, I don't need it. I'm like, I don't need it. I don't need it. Because what I'm afraid of, if I start eating meat, I'm gonna start eating meat. Like I'm gonna go in, right? I'm gonna go crazy with it. And I don't want to go crazy with it. But I do want it to help me reach my goals. So I have to decide if I want to reach my goals enough that I would start back eating meat. And it's actually been, I want to say 10 years. It's been 10 years since I've had meat. I did start back with, like, because there was a time where I wasn't even eating seafood. And so I did start back eating seafood occasionally because that helps me get my protein in. Otherwise, I wasn't getting it because I can't eat the beans. Um, I wasn't doing the tofu so much because tofu has its own, issues and everything. So it was hard enough. And then with the protein smoothies, I was doing the protein powders, but a lot of them have a lot of sodium in it. So if I'm trying to go hard in the paint and I want to have 2 smoothies in a day, I've already accumulated like 600 milligrams of sodium. So I'm trying to control the blood pressure without, and I'm trying to get the right amount of protein intake without, doing damage, right? So it's like a fine-tuned balancing act. But what am I really willing to do in order to reach my goals? And I do want to lose the 10 pounds. I do. So I'm going to try. So I'm hoping I get to the gym today. I'm hoping. But if I don't, I do have my treadmill. The treadmill's still sitting here looking at me. So if I don't get to the gym today, I will get on my treadmill. But I prefer to go to the gym because it's the atmosphere, it's the ambiance that will help me. And so I have a goal. I'm focused. I've got several goals. And I'm focused. And I'm going to protect each and every one of those goals until they are met. And to me, that's the significance of Kobe Day. That's the significance of the Mamba mentality. That's why I put my Bryant shirt on today, because I needed a little reminder. I needed a little reminder to push. I know you handle you with kid gloves, but I want to say 8/24 is a good day to push yourself just a little bit more. So I mentioned today, now I don't even want to go there. Today is a significant day as well. It's not just Kobe Day, but I don't really feel like I want to go there. Another part of Kobe Day, and so 8/24 is the combination of his numbers. And what that reminded me of, because I saw a video and I meant to save it because I wanted to share it. There was a video of might have been All That Smoke podcast, where they were having a conversation about which Kobe was better. Was it the earlier day Kobe when he wore number 8, or was it the latter, day Kobe? And so they were saying that everybody loved Kobe when he was number 24. But when he was number 8, nobody could stand him. Like, he aggravated people. His teammates didn't like him. But when he was the number 24, everybody loved him. They revered him. And so the topic that they were highlighting was which Kobe was better, Kobe number 8 or Kobe number 24. And of course, instantly I went right to my Spider-Man reference. Why do we have to choose? Why do we have to choose which Kobe was better? Was there something we could have learned from each of them? It's like you trying to decide which version of you is better. You couldn't have one without the other. You can't despise the beginning. You can't despise the start. It's a growing experience. But when you think about the lessons you learned and the perseverance applied, it does create this better version of yourself. So who can recreate themselves? Who could start again, start afresh, start anew, start from square one? There are plenty of people who do it every day. Some people have no choice. Some people have no choice. And for me, my testament is saying, knowing what occurred on this day 8 years ago, the fact that I am up, I am in my right mind, I feel good in my spirit, I feel joy, I feel love, I feel contentment, I feel peace. That's a big step. That is a big, big step. And so I say celebrate where you are today. Even if you're not at your ultimate goal, I am not 10 pounds lighter yet. But the difference is I get to celebrate my here and now. And then I get to celebrate. So I can celebrate me at 160. I can celebrate me at 159. I can celebrate me at 158. And then I keep the celebration going. You don't wait till you get to the heights to believe that you can get there. You need the belief that you can get there before you start. You don't wait till you find the man or the woman of your dreams to believe in love again. You have to know that it's possible. You have to know what it feels like. You've got to have the taste for it in order to be able to identify when it arrives. Otherwise, you're going to get your definition from the wrong thing again. So that's why in February, the Lord started me on the Love Her series. She's got to know what it tastes like. She's got to know what it looks like. She's got to recognize what it feels like. And then she's got to start feeling it. That's what makes it everlasting. when you believe you are the ish, when you believe you are top dog, when you believe that you are the bomb.com, before your life even starts to look at it. When you believe that you are the greatest of all time, you got to believe that now in the field, in the pit. You got to believe that when you are Kobe number 8. When everybody's against you, when they won't pass you the ball, when everybody's mumbling and grumbling about your presence and what you did and how you're not a team player, and you got to believe you are the greatest of all times before it even is revealed. And that's part of the problem. We have lost, we have hidden, we have locked up that Mamba mentality that we all need. And maybe you don't want to call it Mamba mentality because you don't even know what that means. Okay, but it is that fiery, fierce perseverance. And I believe it's time to wake that up again. It's time to unlock your greatness before the goals get accomplished and tell you so. I have to start visualizing myself at 150 pounds. I have to stop telling myself, well, you contending with hormones and you've tried this and you've tried that. I've got to stop shutting myself down before I even get started. I know what I tried in the past, but I've done it before. That's what I have to remind myself. Like, I've done hard things before. I can flash back to many of moments where I and when I was younger, I didn't have to try so much. Like, I used to quote unquote diet Monday through Friday. Well, Monday through Thursday, basically, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday was all bets is off. I would eat whatever I wanted to eat. If it included ice cream, if it included fudge, if it included alcohol, if it included popcorn, I ate what I wanted to eat. If it cookie, I ate what I wanted to eat. But Monday through Thursday, I act like I had some sense. And you know what? I remember I lost 11 pounds then. I lost 11 pounds then. You all remember when I was doing the Better You weight loss challenges and this, that, and the other. I was using these products, and at that time, I was contending with hormones and fibroids and everything. And I remember then I lost 10, 11 pounds. Did it before. I can do it again. And even if you're trying to do something that you've never done before, you've got to tell yourself that you can. You've got to see yourself as the winner, as the champ, as the victor. You've got to see yourself as such before you even get there. But because if you wait until you get there to celebrate and see yourself, you're going to fall right back into the darkness. So today, I encourage you. What's the goal? What's the goal? And where's your perseverance? How can you push yourself today? Push yourself to go higher. Push yourself to go harder. Now, I have been pushing myself to do the stair climber. So my oldest son is always like, do the stairs, ma, do the stairs. I'm like, no, I want to do the bike. I want to sit down. I want to relax. He's like, do the stairs, ma, do the stairs. So I do the stairs. When I started going to the gym, I did 15 flights. I was tired. Did 15 flights. And so usually I do it at the speed of 6. Sometimes I drop it down, but for the most part, I stay at 6. I did 15 stairs. Then the next day I went back, I did 17 stairs. And then one day my son was like, you got to push yourself, try to go harder, go harder, go harder. So then I did 25 stairs. My goal was 24, but I did one more. So I've done 25 flights before. But what was challenging yesterday, where normally I'm at 6, my son was like, crank it up to 8 in honor of Kobe. So of course I'm like, for Kobe, like to kill me. Liked to kill me. But I did it. At a speed of 8, I went up 24 flights for Kobe. Even though I had done 25 before, but I did the 24. You'll be surprised at what you can accomplish when you push yourself. So, with that, I'm going to leave you. I want to challenge you to push yourself. If your challenge is drinking water and you normally get 6 glasses in, get 7 in, get 8 in. Like, push yourself. Push yourself. If you have weight loss goals, if you have health and wellness goals, and normally you walk 5K, steps, go 6, go 7. There's a project that you're working on, and usually you get 10, 15 minutes to work on it. I challenge you today to do an hour. Do more today. Because it is Mamba Mentality Day. Do more today. And honestly, I'm not even talking to you. I'm talking to me. Because when I look on the screen, that's who I see. I see me. I'm giving me permission to do more today. Because I'm locked in on my goals. I'm locked in on what I want. My heart is convinced on my desires. And I see that for myself. I see it. I have a clear visual of that for myself. And now that I have that visual, I can go at it with this perseverance. And that was the missing piece for many of you. The missing piece is that you don't start with the vision. You don't start with seeing yourself as it. You start from your deficit. But today I want to challenge you to start from the fullness. I am 10 pounds lighter and I look really, really good. Okay. I can see it because I can already see the contour happening, and 150 pounds, like 10 pounds, really, baby. Can you see it? I can see it. And once you have the visual, now you have everything you need. You think when it's time to go to the gym, you need your sneakers, you need your water bottle, you need your AirPods. No, what you need is the visual. And once you can see the thing, it makes it easier to go after. So I pray that you will have the strength, the resilience, the agility to see the thing that you want, and now know that you've got the green light to go after it. So you all have an amazing, 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 abundantly blessed day. And I will see you all tomorrow, God willing. But right now, I got to visualize my greatness. So until tomorrow, you all be blessed and go after those goals. Take care.